audio all clear? Requesting everyone to please provide your responses on the audio poll. Is the audio all clear? Hello, mic testing, 1, 2, 3. Requesting all the participants to please provide your responses on the audio poll. Is the audio all clear? Now, I do see there are few participants who are unable to get the audio. Since majority of them are getting the audio all loud and clear, then I believe the audio issue might be isolated at your end. If you're facing the audio issue, please try to disconnect the meeting and then join into the meeting again. Or perhaps check the audio device connected on your device. Great, perfect. Thank you for giving all good on the audio signal. So without further ado, let's get started with today's session. Once again, hello everyone and welcome to our next CSP monthly partner update call for the month of September. So your presenter for today is me, Arpit Trivedi, the pre-sales technical analyst at Cinex. And we also have Noreen Khalifa, our marketing specialist.
Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone.
Great, thank you, Noreen. So what we plan on covering for today's session is to talk about the upcoming CSP roadshows that we have and a lot of promos and incentives coming your way under the Cinex CSP program that you can take advantage of. And we will finishing it up with what's new in the CSP world in terms of the announcements, etc. So with this, talking about the CSP webinars and roadshows, I will hand it over to Noreen. Noreen, over to you.
Thank you very much, Arpit. My name is Noreen Khalifa. I'm the marketing specialist for the Microsoft CSP team. So today I'll be quickly walking you through the current events and promotions for the month. So first things first, we have the very important things coming up. So first things first, we have important things coming up in the Microsoft CSP world. So let's have a look at some of the important things coming up. We've got the cloud roadshows coming up in October. We will be traveling around Australia, helping our reseller partners to grow their business and maximize their profitability in the cloud. So as you may know, we've got the cloud roadshows, across Australia. We have the cloud roadshows mainly will be highlighting the Cinex program and providing our reseller partners to get the opportunity to get hands-on with the new cloud technologies, right? So this is a 2-day event where day one will be covering Microsoft 365 Business and Azure for the sales, marketing people, BDMs, business owners. We'll have some business conversations around Azure and Microsoft 365 Business. And day two will be covering Microsoft 365 Business and Azure from a technical side of things. So we have technical hands-on labs and workshops. So the target audience for day one, as you've mentioned, will be the business owners and sales and marketing people, whereas the target audience for day two will be more of technical analysts, cloud engineers, architects, and so on. In terms of the dates, so we kick off in Brisbane on the 2nd and 3rd of October. And then we've got the following week, we've got Sydney on the 9th and 10th of October. Perth is on the 16th and 17th of October. Melbourne is on the 24th and 25th. And we're finishing with Adelaide on the 30th and 31st of October. So as you can see here, I'm already sharing with you the registration link to register for the cloud roadshows. Please hurry up and do register if you haven't done it already. I also wanted to remind you that, seats are very limited for day two. So please do make sure that you receive a confirmation email from Cinex once you would have registered for day two. All right. I'm also happy to share with you now in the chat window the registration link once again. So please let me know if you also would like me to share with you the EDM invite if you haven't received it before. All right. Moving on, for the promos and incentives for the month, we have an incentive that we have already launched in the market. So for Microsoft 365 Business, as you may know, we are already running the one-on-one sessions. The one-on-one sessions, they cover the Microsoft 365 Business overview and value prop. They are being delivered over Skype for Business by the Cinex pre-sales team, and they take about 30 minutes. So we do run these sessions on a day and time that suits you and your team. As you may know, you would have already received an email from me with a registration link. All you need to do is fill out the form with your details and your preference if you would like to register for a morning or afternoon session. Once you do this, I'll be the one to schedule the meetings accordingly with our pre-sales team based on your availability. The exciting bit is the first 50 partners to register and attend these one-on-one sessions will actually receive 4 movie tickets per organization. So I just wanted to remind you that we still have a few spots actually available. So if you haven't registered already, please do it. So it's actually very exciting to have some movie tickets. Maybe you can take one of your colleagues or even, your friends. I mean, I would love to do that. So anyways, in order to know how to redeem the tickets, please email me and I will be helping you to redeem the tickets after you would have had the one-on-one sessions. Good luck, everyone. Yeah. I think I've also, Arpit has already shared with you the link to register for the one-on-one sessions here in the chat window. Thank you, Arpit. So moving on, we have actually 2 CSP promos in the market. So we've got the first one is the Microsoft 365 Business and Surface Device promo. So the promo is actually, you can actually get $100 off a Surface device when you bundle a Surface device with Microsoft 365 Business. As you can see, the program period is from the 1st of August till the 31st of December. So the eligible subscriptions will be Microsoft 365 Business for annual billing frequency only, right? So you get $100 off for every seat of Microsoft 365 Business provision during the program period with annual billing frequency only. You get $100 off or up to $100 off the same number of eligible Surface devices. So obviously you would have to be a registered reseller partner for Surface, and you would provision the Microsoft 365 Business with annual billing frequency on the Cinex portal, and then you attach the order confirmation email with your Surface purchase order. Then $100 will be taken off your invoice per eligible device and up to the seat count on the order confirmation, right? Please remember that the $100 off is available to the sale of the first 300 devices on first come, first served basis, all right? So as you can see here, I'm sharing with you the T's and C's document. You can have a look at this, and I'm also happy to share with you the same link in the chat window. Please feel free to have a look through. All right. We also have another CSP promo, a very exciting one. Melbourne Cup. So we have actually launched the Melbourne Cup promotion in the market from the 1st of September to the 30th of September. If you actually want to be one of the 8 partners to watch the race that stops the nation on the 6th of November, then this is the promotion for you. 8 partners will get to join the Cinex and Microsoft team at the Melbourne Cup on the 6th of November at the Rose Room. So as you can see here, this is a combined promotion with volume licensing and Surface. From a CSP perspective, we've got 3 seats allocated for the winners. So the selection criteria is, so I've got 2 partners with the highest revenue for licensing-based services from October invoicing will be eligible. And a partner with the highest Azure revenue from October invoicing will be also eligible. So you feel free to participate to this promotion and have a look at the T's and C's. I'm also sharing with you the T's and C's now in the chat window. I also wanted to remind you of a couple of things for this specific promotion. Cinex will be actually reimbursing the airfare for up to $500 for the partners per partner. for the partners based outside of Melbourne only, right? And in terms of the results, announcing the results, the partners will be notified on the second week of October, and then, accordingly, we'll start working with the partners eligible who will be going to watch the game, right? So good luck, everyone. I think Arpit has already shared with you the T's and C's. I'm also sharing with you the EDM link so that you can have a look at the T's and C's for volume licensing and surface as well. Thank you, Arpit. With this, I think we're pretty much done with the events and promotions for the month. I will be handing over to Arpit now to cover the other topics for today. And also we've got another program that we've just launched and we're very excited to announce this to you guys. So I'll hand over to Arpit now to cover this. Yeah, thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Noreen. Wow, a lot of exciting promos. I wish I could get a movie ticket. There are quite a lot of movies I wanted to watch. All right. So you've heard about the road shows coming to your city for Microsoft 365 Business and Azure. You've listened to all the incentives and promos that we have. And as always, yes, my affinity towards Azure has always been the strongest. So I will also talk about the Azure POC program. I can't count the number of times that reseller partners have approached me as well as the BDMs for a POC funding. So we have been receiving this request for quite some time where the partners are excited, they want to work on Azure, but they want to have some sort of POC in place. And we have listened to you, and now we are launching the Azure POC program for all of our customers, where you can take advantage of. So Synex partners will be eligible to apply for the funding to create a proof of concept for their customers to demonstrate that solution and evangelize the value prop of Azure, right? Because as we all know, seeing is believing. So you create that POC and show it to your customers so that they can realize the value of hosting that solution on Azure. Now, how do you register for this? You register your opportunity by sending an email to the CSP team, the CSP email ID, and the subject line should be Azure POC funding request. Then we can organize a time to go over that opportunity with you. Post the discovery phase, Synex CSP BDMs will confirm the eligibility and availability of that funding to you in writing. Once your funding has been approved, you will be eligible for the support of that POC. Now, the first invoice pertaining to the POC subscription must be equal to or greater than $1,000 ex GST. So only then you will be able to eligible for getting that funding request. The funding provided will be equal to the 60% of the first invoice as noted above. And of course, it's capped at $2,500 ex GST. We can't be giving you funding worth 10,000, 20,000 per opportunity. So yes, it's capped at 2.5 grants per opportunity. Now, the funding will be made available as a credit note applied to the partner's account after that first invoice has been issued and paid. And this is only available to the first 20 opportunities which are approved by Synex on first come, first serve basis. So those of you who have an Azure opportunity in their pipeline, get going, send us an email quickly. If you know that your opportunity is going to be around or beyond $1,000, make sure you send us an email straight away so that we can get talking, we can start estimating the solution for you and get the POC funding approved for you. If you have any further questions, feel free to type that in the messages section straight away. So that's all about the promos, incentives, and the programs we have in CSP. Now, talking about what's new in the CSP world, well, you must have already heard about the announcements that we made in the previous call, as well as the events, the webinar that we hosted for the new billing engine introduced in the Synex CSP. Because yes, come 10th of every month, we used to get a lot of emails where quite a lot of partners were having difficulty in understanding the invoice in terms of the mix and match of the advance payment and the postpaid, prepaid. It was just too confusing at times. If you've purchased the licenses and it goes through without any changes, yes, easy peasy, the invoicing is easier to understand. But the changes come when you are changing the subscription quantity, you've added more seats, removed more seats. That's when it gets all jumbled up and confusing to understand. So come this time forward, Cinex has made those changes in the billing engine itself, beginning on the month of September. So the new billing engine will deploy post-pay billing. So no more advanced billing, it's just post-pay billing mechanism for all the license-based subscription that were or are provisioned with the monthly billing frequency. So Synex, what we'll do, we will align that billing period for all these license-based subscriptions, which includes your Office 365, Dynamics 365, Microsoft 365, EMS, Windows 10 licenses, etc. So all of these subscriptions with monthly billing frequency will be aligned to the calendar month, irrespective of your start date. So whenever you start the subscription, it will be aligned with the calendar month. So this new billing engine, we hope to simplify the billing for all your license-based subscriptions so that it provides with a simple and easy way to understand the invoice. Now, please note that this new implementation of the billing engine will not impact your usage-based services, which is your Azure subscription. Also, the subscription with annual billing frequency, that will still be billed in advance on the first invoice run after the subscription start date. So from the month of October, when you received your invoices, license-based invoices will be on 2nd of every month, and your usage-based invoices, which is Microsoft Azure, will be around 7th of every month. Again, the CSP billing FAQ has been shared with everyone. Anyone who hasn't received it yet, please feel free to send us an email or provide your feedback in the messages section or your request in the messages section, and we'll make sure we share it across through you. Now, apart from the new billing engine, there are a lot of announcements that Microsoft has made in the CSP world. So Skype for Business Plan 1, effective from 10th of October, will no longer be available for purchase for new or existing customers. So Microsoft is planning to can that Skype for Business Plan 1 altogether. So those of you who are on the Plan 1 subscription, it will continue to go until the end of your billing term. Right, so after this date, existing customers with active subscriptions for these offers, they will be able to continue using their subscription until the end of their terms. However, these offers will no longer auto-renew. So your Skype for Business Plan 1 subscription won't auto-renew. Purchases of additional licenses or renewals for those subscriptions won't be available either. So either you can go for business premium or F1 licenses. Basically, all the bundled Office 365 plans have the Skype for Business Plan 2 now. So that's one of the important announcements. Second is the data loss prevention feature, which has been quite popular amongst all of our partners looking to have a security feature within their Office 365 suite. So the DLP feature for Office 365 will appear as an add-on offer to the existing Office 365 subscriptions, the suites where it's not currently available. So it will become available as of September 21st of September. Now, the DLP add-on for Office 365, what it does, it enables the administrators to create policies to control and protect the sensitive information and prevent any inadvertent disclosure. So customers must own the SKU, the relative or the required Office 365 SKU to be able to purchase the DLP as an add-on offer. So either you need to have Microsoft Exchange Online Plan 1 or Office 365 Enterprise E1, Office 365 Business Essentials Business Premium, or for standalone plans, you have Exchange Online Plan 1, SharePoint Online Plan 1, OneDrive for Business Plan 1, or Microsoft Office 365 F1. So if you have any of these SKUs, you're eligible for the add-on of DLP feature. Apart from that, we did made a lot of noise in the month of May when Microsoft launched the reserved instances for Azure virtual machines. So you have the virtual machines where you can now buy these virtual machines upfront for 1 year or 3 years at a much cheaper pricing, where you realize the benefits, the discounts of up to 80% provided you have the operating system licenses with software assurance. Apart from that, we are also going to run the webinar soon on the software subscriptions launched under CSP that works in conjunction with your reserved instances. So you can now buy the operating system licenses as well as the SQL Server licenses on 1 year and 3 year term, which works in conjunction with your RI model. So we'll be coming up with the webinar dates for that soon as well. Apart from that, Microsoft has also launched the Azure SQL Database Reserved Instance as well. Now, this is one of the PaaS offerings. Now, instead of going for a SQL Server virtual machine, which is infrastructure as a service, we all know that platform as a service is much cheaper. So those organizations who realize the benefits of platform as a service and would rather go for Azure SQL DB rather than a SQL Server virtual machine, so you can now get the reserved instance for the SQL database as well. So that Azure SQL DB can be paid for upfront on 1 year or 3 years reserved instance model based on the vCore pricing. So if you have any further questions related to that or you would like to know more, please feel free to send us an email, or any questions, feel free to type that in the messages section and we will take it up over the audio bridge straight away. All right, with that, we'd like to conclude the session where today we talked about the Synex Cloud Roadshows that we have, which is a 2-day workshop from talking about Microsoft 365 Business and Azure for all the business owners, sales and marketing reps. Day 2 is all about the technical hands-on labs, and it's all for technical analysts, pre-sales, solution architects, cloud engineers, etc. So we are hitting the cities starting from Brisbane, Sydney, Perth, Melbourne, and ending the stop in Adelaide. So that's all about the roadshows that we talked about. Then we talked about the incentives that we have. So we have the Microsoft 365 business incentive for our one-on-one sessions. So you register for the 30-minute one-on-one session and you can be eligible for the movie tickets, which we offer 4 per organization. Then we talked about the Microsoft 365 Business and Surface bundle offer, where for every Microsoft 365 Business seat purchased annually, you get $100 off on your Surface device. After that, we also talked about the Melbourne Cup promo, which Noreen was really excited about. So where the eligible partners can get a chance to sit with Synex in the Rose Room to watch the Melbourne Cup event. And Synex will also reimburse the airfare for up to $500 for participants outside Melbourne. And we also talk about the selection criteria as well, which is based on the highest revenue generated in the month of October, 2 for license-based invoicing and 1 for usage-based invoicing. That's Microsoft Azure. Then we talk about the Azure POC program. So those of you looking to have a POC program, POC deployed on Azure for your customers, for the solutions, provided that your POC is at least $1,000 ex GST or more, you can be eligible, where we can help you design, build, develop, and implement that POC for your customers. And you'll receive the amount as a credit note. The POC is capped at $2,500 ex GST. Post that, we talked about the new billing engine in Synex CSP, where all the monthly license-based subscriptions are going to be post-paid billing. And we ended with the announcements where Skype for Business Online Plan 1 is no longer going to be available, effective 10th of October. Earlier, it was 3rd of October, but Microsoft has changed the date to a later stage at 10th of October now. Where Skype for Business Online Plan 1 will no longer be available. You have the DLP add-on feature as well for the eligible subscriptions. And you have the SQL database available as RI to purchase on 1 year and 3 years model. Any questions at all? We still have a couple of minutes before we end the call. So any questions related to any promo, incentive, anything under CSP? So if you have any questions, you can type that in the messages section. Yeah, so one of the participants asked the question, were on Server 2016 CSP licensing being offered? Yes. So Windows Server 2016 standard licenses are available on 1 year and 3 year model, which can work with your RI. You can also choose to use those subscriptions on premises as well. So it's a 1 year, 3 year model, but not in a licensed way where you're going to pay for it on a monthly basis. So this is more of an RI mod, more of a yearly model that you pay for Windows Server 2016 subscriptions with the required CALs as well. I hope that answers your query. And we will be covering up a webinar on these software-based subscriptions as well. Any other question apart from this? All right, with that, so thank you so much. We will conclude today's CSP partner update call. If you have any further queries post this call, feel free to email us on our CSP team email ID, which you can see on your screen, or feel free to give us a call on our 1300 number.
Thank you very much for joining today. We'll see you guys next month and have a great day.
Great. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. Cheers.